Lads, what a round of footy. Upsets galore. Well, that's the way I feel anyway. 3 out of 8 on fire.
Three
How'd
out
you
of eight.
boys? Yeah, mate, 3 out of. I don't want to talk about it, particularly the Dragons game, because we'll get into it. They're a disgrace. But Big Daly sitting pretty at the top, son. What'd you get? 5 or 6, I think.
Nah, six, mate.
You got
Uh,
six.
Gee,
6 out of 8.
wizard sleeve.
Top tipper,
Top two.
dominator.
You know what? The
Are you
frustrating.
leading? Are you leading the comp? You are.
I'm
Oh
leading all.
yeah.
I think I'm leading all three comps, to be honest. And I think I'm actually like leading the. When you sign up to the NRL app and you get the everyone comp,
You're not leading that, are you?
Oh please.
coming second.
Oh, turn it
Yeah,
up.
ranked 2000 with the 1,000 people ahead of you.
You're kidding
Second,
yourself.
second out of 10,500. Thanks for coming.
What do you
Yeah.
get? What do you get winning that?
I don't know. I don't think anything.
Yeah, just a handshake, I reckon.
Yeah, but I think you just get a pat
Probably
on the
not even that.
back.
Probably not even that.
Actually, you know what? We'll petition the Sharks to get them a new stadium if you win that comp.
We should
Well,
start it.
they're building a new stadium.
Are they?
Are they really?
Well, what's all that scaffolding doing up?
Oh, I think it's been removed.
I thought that was just the grandstand, to be honest with you.
It has been removed. You'll be happy to know that the scaffolding has been removed, and we replaced it with that sort of sheeting. So now you can't see the scaffolding.
So the scaffolding's hidden, or it's actually been removed.
I don't
So
know.
you, so you replace the scaffolding with asbestos. Is that what you're saying? With asbestos
Yeah,
sheeting?
hardy plank, something like that.
Yeah.
Who knows? Who knows? Who cares?
Now, boys, I'll tell you what, we were close with our multi. Dicko went a little bit extreme with the hammer 2 tries, but in all fairness, the Dolphins smoked the Sharks. Sorry, Dale. And geez, we nearly came away with the chocolates. We had the Dogs get up first game for the podcast multi last week. Dale, you tipped the Eels, and Dicko went a hammer double. He scored one, but couldn't quite cross the line. That would have been a 15 to 1.
He probably should have scored two. The way the Sharks played. Um, but
Do you
yeah,
want to
no,
dive into that now? Do you want to talk about
yeah,
your
no. Well. I mean, don't have much to say, to be honest. It just sort of showed me where they're at this year, and they're nowhere near they need to be. And I mean, a lot of teams aren't where they need to be, but definitely the Sharks, they're nowhere near.
Would you say just another typical Sharks performance, or
No, I think to be honest, the speed of the game, the Sharks have bolstered up on their forwards. Hazelton, big body, Vanilla Blake, big body. They don't have the cardio. Nickera didn't have the cardio.
He's been dropped.
He's got a broken nose.
Oh, he's got a broken nose.
Yeah, I mean, I'd play with a broken nose, but yeah, he's probably been dropped, to be honest.
Well, according to Big Gordy, Adam Reynolds should have played as well. Let's talk about that bust up. What do you think, Dicko? Because I missed it live, but whose team are you on? Like, are you on a certain team there, or are you advocating for both sides?
well, look, the way I feel about it is he's made it no secret over the last probably, or ever since Kevy got sacked, really,
Mm,
he hasn't really had a good word to say about Brisbane, regardless about anything. He's bagged them
yeah,
from pillar to post. He's still got the shits with the Broncos from when Bennett dropped him in the last game. I told you boys this last night. When he dropped him in his last ever game to the bench against the Cowboys in a final.
yeah.
He's never gotten over it, Gordon. And I just think at some point in time, you can't continue to bag out your former employer and for there to be no ramifications. Like it's consistently been, it's actually one of the reasons why I don't watch NRL 360 anymore because it's just garbage.
I
It's
was
just
about to say the exact same thing. I used to, make time to watch NRL 360.
Agreed.
I actually liked it. It was good. And if I missed it, I would watch the replay. But now that Gordon Tallis is on there, I honestly could not give two fucks about it. And he just showed that the other night. It's just
yeah.
disappointing. It's
No, it
just
is,
rubbish.
and I really enjoy Braithen Astor and I enjoy Brent Reed and these guys, but yeah, I just can't. It's just doesn't miss an opportunity. Didn't even Proof was in when they won the comp, and there was that NRL 360 after. Someone alluded on the panel to, Gordy, Madge was able to do it, and the first thing that came out of his mouth is, well, Kevy could have done the same thing with the same roster. And I just thought, you know what? I can't get behind it anymore. I'm a bit over it. And then now it's just come to a head, and finally someone's actually stood up to him. And I commend it was theatre. It was brilliant TV. But yeah, I mean, you can't continually bag, as I said, and feel like there's going to be no ramifications.
Well, we had beers with Dave Riccio a few weeks ago, Dizz. Is he still on the NRL 360?
Yeah, he comes on every. Oh no, he's on the Channel 7 show now.
Yeah. Look, I'll be honest with you. That bust up, I just watched as a highlight. I have not watched one episode of NRL 360 this year.
Yeah.
That's how interested I've been.
Well, I did watch part of an episode from the balcony of the Cosmopolitan in Las Vegas.
Yeah, that was shocking. I'll tell you what was good television though on the weekend. Did anyone see Serraldo's press conference?
No, I didn't see his presser, but if you're alluding to the just trying to open a window and then basically the glass explodes.
Well, I was listening to the presser live, and it just sort of crossed over to Serraldo, and he's like, "Oh, I'm off to the hospital after this, kind of, so you better make it quick." And I'm thinking, is he like
I saw his
making a
hand.
joke about something or whatever? Anyway, apparently he opened the window because it got so foggy, and the glass completely shattered.
Here you boys are bagging out Ocean Protect Stadium, and his GIO Stadium literally falling apart.
I cannot believe the Shark Stadium's called Ocean Protect Stadium. Seriously, that's got to be a joke, isn't it? It's like the Mackay Stadium being called the Great Barrier Reef Stadium. Seriously,
you know what's worse? The start of the Raiders game when they blow the horn, right? Obviously, the person blowing the horn isn't actually blowing the horn.
No,
right?
they are legit.
No, they're not. No, they're not. Right? It's at the start. I was like, oh, they're blowing the horn, but now the cameraman goes right up close. And the bloke's not even pretending to blow the horn anymore.
Yeah.
So he just sits there with his arm around the base of the horn.
A couple of weeks ago, there was a bloke in the background pretending to like smoke a bong from a beer. And the guy's just like, he's just got his beer in there. And I was like, oh, this is just great. How good is it?
What a disgrace. That game was a good game, though.
It was a good game. It's decent quality because the conditions were horrendous.
We do need to mention that
Canberra and Bulldogs, good game.
I thought it was quite a good game.
Yeah, I thought it was a cracking game.
Yep.
Defensively, anyway. You don't agree?
That was a messy game. It was rubbish, to be
Oh,
honest.
it was pissing down rain.
No, honestly, like, okay.
Both sides bashed the shit out of each other.
I
It was
thought
brilliant.
it was quite good.
Last weekend, what was the best game?
Oh.
If you're going to say that's the best game, that's
As in the one just gone, what was the best game of the weekend?
Yeah.
Oh, that would.
Geez, it'd be close.
For me, that'd go close.
What do you think?
I mean, I'm not going to go. I'll probably go the Panthers over the Roosters, even though it was a high-scoring game.
No, because the Roosters were garbage.
No, but it just showed you
how shit they are. Yeah, it did.
Just how good Penrith are.
Oh, look.
And just the way they kept putting Jenkins over, for 4 tries. They look classy. They look talented.
6 again.
No.
6 again.
Well, okay, 6 again. This is where it's going to separate.
Hey, poor Dicko's been saying Penrith have been getting a leg up for 5 years.
They've won every penalty count this year.
Yeah.
And considerably.
Yeah, because the opposition, the poor discipline. That's
I
why
didn't say that. I didn't say that.
I'm just telling you what.
Because they know how to win it. That's why. Do you reckon the NRL sent out a fucking memo that only the Penrith Panthers got this year explaining how the game's going to be run, and that's how they set their preseason to that?
No, I reckon, as I said last week, that some teams are just built for the rules currently.
Okay, well...
And others haven't adjusted.
Any team with big forward pack are completely fucked. Put a line through them. Because they can't, there's no cardio there, they can't work through it, right?
Yeah.
Penrith Panthers, probably the only player with big body would be Moses Leota,
Yeah.
right? But everyone else in that forward pack can play for 60 plus minutes.
I mentioned last week that fitness is more imperative than anything. And the best part about the teams at the top of the ladder, or the teams that will be at the top of the ladder, in my opinion, will be those that are best teams defensively.
It's always been the case. The fittest team will win the competition.
Well,
Simple as that.
I'm defensively though. Broncos were an exception last year. They had a player called Reece Walsh who was electric in attack. That's why they won, not because of their defense.
Well, in saying that, in the second half of finals games last year, they were averaging only conceding 10 points. So that contributes. That's defense, right?
Well, which is hard when you're scoring all the points and the
Yeah, but
opposition doesn't touch the ball.
well,
But the Broncos don't pride themselves traditionally
no, they never have.
on defense, right?
No.
But with the new rules and the six agains coming after the 20, defense is more imperative than ever.
Which means you've got to be fit, right? Because you're going to have to defend multiple sets.
Warriors, unbelievable defensively, resolve wise. Like against some of the, like, I can't remember round two, whoever they play. I think it was the Raiders actually.
It was the Roosters, wasn't it? Round two. They played Roosters
Warriors.
round one. Yep.
It was, yeah, Roosters round one, but or same, both games. Like Roosters dominated the early stages, Raiders dominated the early stages. They only kept them to 6 points. Then once that momentum swung, it was game over. The fitness took over and that defensive resolve that they had to hang on because you only have to hang on for a certain period of time. I mean, have a look at the Eels, for instance, against the Dragons on the weekend. Like, yeah, Dragons' attack was poor, but geez, Eels scrambled and defended well with the player down. That's what won them the game.
Well, no, not really. Emre Gula not passing the ball.
Oh, that
Fucking
too.
lost the Dragons the game.
Yeah, that too. But I just feel like that's why Penrith are at the top because they're the best defensive team and they're also the fittest team.
I don't know. I disagree. I think you say defensive. I think it's honestly fitness and who can. Well, I mean, it runs off the back of defense, yeah. But I think number one, fitness this year. If you're fit, you're gonna run over top of teams.
Yeah. What I was alluding to with the Bulldogs game before, defensively, was actually how shit the attack was. Like in that game, and that's probably why you thought it was a shit game, Dale, to be fair.
I put a line through both those clubs, round two this year. So
Is it a coincidence though? And I don't know if you guys know this, but the Bulldogs attack coach is Adam O'Brien. How does the team that
No, 'cause
comes wooden spoon?
I don't think they were a good attacking team last year. They were good defensively. So I don't think they were like an outstanding attacking team last year.
Yeah, but look at their two games against Dragons and against the
Yeah, but
Raiders.
your question was, do I think it's got Adam O'Brien? And I
Yeah,
don't. I sort of agree, but I don't because I don't think they were that great attacking last year either. Like they built last year's performances on defense.
that's what I mean. So do you like Adam O'Brien a good appointment?
Well, I mean, I don't know. I'm
Had
not.
the worst attack in the comp.
Well, he also
if
didn't have much. The playing comp was
Yeah, he didn't have
completely
much
different.
chop.
Yeah, and his
if
best
the
players were out.
Bulldogs don't come out this Saturday and put 20 or 30 on the Knights, I'd be asked if they win by 6 or 12, 18, they need to be winning 20 plus this weekend.
Yeah, they need to be putting on a 30, 40 to 6 job on that team.
100%.
And we'll get to that when we get to our predictions. So you said fitness. What about the speed of the game? Because there's been a few injuries.
Well, yeah, yep.
Do we think before we get into that, I'm keen to hear your opinions here. Ryan Couchman has been suspended for 4 weeks. That's just been dropped.
Well, how is
Do
that
you think it was that bad of a tackle?
Yes.
But how's that a fitness thing though? It was a hip drop, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's hip chop, but speed of the game causing injuries, right?
Yes. Yes. So it was. Yes. It's a 4 week. Easy.
It's a 4 week job.
Pat Carrigan got 4 weeks 2 years ago for the same tackle.
Do they get, yeah, but do they get the same punishment if there's no injury?
Well, that's
That's what I'm.
That's the $1 million question, Dizz, isn't it? Like you
Yeah.
and I don't know because we would sit here and say no, right? There's no doubt that injury comes.
If he gets up and plays the ball, is it even a penalty?
He's probably looking at a week, probably not 4. 100%. 100%. We know this. That's the NRL. They're reactionary. They've always have been. They react after the fact.
Should we take into consideration injury, though?
Mate, I saw a tackle on the weekend, and I just did this reactionary rubbish. I saw a tackle on the weekend. The guy got penalised. Can't remember what game it was because he hit the bloke too hard. He didn't even hit him high.
That was Felice.
Who was that?
Felice Kafusi.
Oh, yes, that's
exactly
right.
right.
Yeah,
yes.
wow.
And I was like...
on Stone Street, yeah.
And I'm like, oh, my God, what have we... But you know what happened? I said it last week. 27 players put their arms up like this. The referee goes, oh, something must have happened. It was too hard. Look out.
So was that called on the field or was that by the bunker?
No, it's called on the field. He blew it a penalty, the ref on field.
And did he actually say he hit him too hard?
No, I think he said he went in with intent to, I don't know.
Surely he didn't lead with those words.
If the bunker can intervene with giving a penalty when it's not given, why can't they intervene and say play on?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, great question. Because
I'm done with the bunker after Jonah Peasant got that
peasant
penalty try. Peasant.
Is he a peasant?
Yeah, he's a peasant, all right.
Peasant. Got that penalty try on the weekend. That was it for me. I was like, you know what, this is
bad.
This is becoming too much now.
How again? What I said it last week. What incentive does a defending team have to actually defend with aggression?
The bunker literally said on that try, in our opinion, he would have definitely scored that try. That's why they called it a penalty try.
Can I ask a question? Right, this is
yeah, exactly.
And this is a head one, right?
Yeah.
What are the NRL trying to do with all the rule changes, all the different things? If us three are going to sit here every week and just bag the game out, don't like the game anymore, don't like the way it's heading, and that's not just us three sitting here; it's the whole community.
Are they doing it on purpose to get clicks?
No, they're trying to make the game safer because they're worried about litigation. That's all it is. That's all it is. They're trying to protect the product from litigation.
So why would you sign a 120 kilo forward in your team if you just know the bloke's going to run out there every week and try and take some bloke's head off? You just sign a fit 100 kilo, back rower, play in the middle, and just run rings around blokes. It's that. I'm telling you, in 5 to 10 years' time, there won't be any players over 100 kilos playing at all.
So, and you're right, Dale. It's really interesting because I was listening to Craig Bellamy, I think last night or the night before on that new Channel 7 program, that footy program that no one watches.
Obviously, you watch it because this is the second time now you fucking...
I heard it on the radio. I didn't watch it. I heard it on the radio. And
how many shows have we got to watch every week?
He was, I know. He was saying that it'll be interesting in 10 years' time whether the speed of the game is actually going to reduce the longevity of players. Because the game is so quick, there's only so much your body can take every week. Like they're training harder than ever. They're running longer and faster than ever. They're hitting harder than ever. What's the longevity going to be?
I think it's just back to Dale's point. I think the type of player will change. Like you just simply can't have those big bodies anymore.
You can pretty much, you can pretty much put a line through all the forwards and just say, well, no, you're not fit enough. No, you're too big. Like, we could go back 20 years. You like block a roach, the biggest guys on the field running the ball up. That's the 40. That's the 40 I want to see.
You can't carry front rowers that can only put together 20-minute stints anymore.
No, not these days. No.
Well, the problem is there is a lot of teams that have that.
Yeah, so you can carry someone that can do a 35-minute stint, 2 of them, but you can't carry 20-minute stints anymore, or even 18-minute stints anymore. You just can't. Like, your Taumalolos and these guys I think they're just that type of player as a dying breed, considering the way that
they'll be wiped out of the game in 5 to 10 years, I can guarantee it.
I got something for you because I saw it on the weekend. And I'm going to do a bit of a demonstration here. So, okay, we're defending, or I'm defending. A player's running at me. I'm running up off the defensive line, not with intent. My arms are down by my side, and I'm going to tackle.
Mm-hmm.
And the player falls. Someone goes low on him, tackles the player, and he falls. And his
Into
face,
the shoulder.
my arms haven't moved into my bicep. Right? Is that a penalty? Yes or no?
I think some common sense needs to be applied, yes.
Yeah,
And
well,
I don't think it's a penalty, but
So every time that's happened this year, it's been a penalty.
yeah.
Now, come on.
direct contact with the head.
Some players have been suspended for it.
There's contact to the head in literally every tackle. I don't.
Okay, what about the bloke making the tackle who goes in towards the hip, knocks himself out on the other bloke's hip?
Yeah.
Do you reverse the penalty there?
Contact to the head.
The bloke's making the legal tackle.
No, but you know what? Then to make it worse, because it's an accident, if it was HIA Category 1, he probably gets suspended for it. But if he gets up and plays on, it's no suspension.
My theory is there's more head contact in tackles because there's no incentive for players to tackle low anymore because the game's so fast. You tackle low around the legs and you drop a player, you've got to release. You've got no time to get back to marker. So you're out of play. So there's no incentive for you to tackle low anymore.
When we used to play, even when you had two people up high, it was take their legs out so they fall over.
Yeah.
Now you can't actually go anywhere below the knee in a standing tackle.
Yeah. Who's tackling down the leg? Who's chopping him down? No one. Because if you do and he lands on his stomach, he's got the right to get up and play the ball. You've got to release. You can't get to marker in time.
Melbourne Storm were perfect. Back in the day, we're only going back a couple of years now. Melbourne Storm were perfect at that. They would wrestle the player to face the other, like towards their own try line. And
they used to have the grapple and the chicken wing going, didn't they?
And you know, do they watch that and say, "Oh, we can't keep doing this, so we've got to change the rules"?
Yeah, well, I think the target area has changed on where you can tackle. The target area for a player now, because no one tackles around the legs, as I said, you don't want to hit high, so you've really only got between the waist and the top of the shoulders to aim.
And then because of the 6 again rule, you basically got to tackle them, get up straight away, and just go, there's no dominant tackle business going on.
You watch. By magic round, it'll be a big shift again, and the referees will put the whistle. Well,
I think there was one on the weekend. I think there was actually a shift on the weekend because every game turned low scoring all of a sudden. We found it out firsthand.
See, this is the thing too that doesn't understand me with the 6 agains, right? The Broncos Storm game, there were 12 6 agains in the first half. In the second half, there was 3. What was the difference?
You could arguably say that the game got quicker in the second half.
But tell me what the difference was. Was there any difference? Was there less ruck infringements?
You know what I'd like to see? I'd like to see a stat that does play the ball speed first half versus second half and 6 agains first half versus second half. That's what I'd like to see.
What about this? Sharks and Dolphins, the first 25 minutes was just full play, no stoppage, blokes just out.
Fatigued. Yeah.
Fatigued, fucked, right? Then the game just opened up, right? Bang, points, more points. So is it their agenda to do that? Is it in the NRL's agenda to manipulate games, right? To make sure that
to give away less 6 agains to fatigue teams at the start.
Fatigue teams at the start, and a better team will come through, start throwing the points on, make it more exciting, through the middle, 30, 40-meter tries. All that's, people don't want to see kick to their end defense. They just want points. End-to-end footy, which I don't like, but I don't know. Is there an agenda there? We'll never know, but...
No, they're trying to make the game more entertaining, but really it's just becoming more frustrating and confusing.
Entertaining to who, though? Maybe like a young kid watching the game, but to guys like us who want to see a tight game, not a tight game like the Raiders and Bulldogs, that was a fucking shit game, but a tight game, between two teams and two good teams. All this is doing is this 6 again, fast plays is just showing who is going to win this year and who's better than anyone else and who's got the balls, who's got the cardio. And honestly, I'll say now, I can't see anyone beating Penrith. They're switched on. They're fit. That's what I said to you. have they received an email that no one else received at the start of the preseason and just ran with it?
Yeah, it looks like every other team's a step behind.
You got Penrith and you got every other fucking team. They look like they don't know what they're doing.
Well, you'll know in 2 weeks, and we're actually going to the game, Dale, when Penrith play the Storm, where Penrith are actually at in comparison to the rest of the comp.
I am looking forward to that, Diz, and I'm looking forward to getting those dressing rooms.
Oh yeah, we'll get some footage of that bad boy. Now, while we're on it and bagging the NRL, let's hit him again. Dally M. Now, this is a bit of a surprise packet for you boys, but we know the system's flawed, right? It became really apparent to me when Jack Whiten won the Dally M that year instead of Nathan Cleary. That was a joke.
I'll double down. I'll double down on that and say when Nico Hines won the Dally M of the year.
No, that too. And then KP comes from the clouds and beats Sean Johnson. Anyway, reality is system's flawed, right? But I am going to point out a game that we mentioned a couple of weeks back, which is going to roll your eye. You're going to be absolutely baffled by this. I had to go back and have a look just to see, like we say it's flawed because of the scoring system and how it sort of goes towards good players in shit teams because they stand out more kind of thing. But the Knights versus the Sea Eagles game, right? You guys saw that game and how shit that game was and how bad the Sea Eagles were.
This is round two.
Round two, right? This is Sea Eagles being absolutely embarrassing. This is Dylan Brown getting injured at halftime, Kalen Ponga getting injured after 28 minutes, and the Knights still running away with it convincingly at 4 Pines, I believe, as well. Now, who do you think got player of the match?
Dominic Young.
Well, he scored a double, right? And played really, really well. Yeah.
Tell me he got it.
No, he didn't.
I bet you it was Kalen Ponga.
Kalen Ponga didn't score 1 point.
Oh, didn't he?
Yes,
At
yes
all?
he did. He scored a try.
No, he's in the Dally M votes. He didn't get any votes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah. Got no Dally M votes, right? But you'd argue after I give you the actual information that he probably should have.
I'm just trying to think.
Tell me it was Bradman Best.
No, Bradman Best got 1 point. So
Jeez.
Dom Young got 2 points. Bradman Best got 1 point.
So you're looking for three voter.
It was a pretty split vote, right?
Greg Mazu.
There was a Manly player who scored votes in that game.
Oh, was it Tolakova?
Hamoli Olakawadu got 2 points in that game. Yeah, he scored a try. He ran for 67 meters.
Jesus Christ.
He got 2 points, right? So he got more points than Bradman Best.
And they got beaten 36-16.
Who set up 2 tries and ran for 200 meters. Kalen Ponga did more in his 28-minute cameo than Olakawadu did.
So who votes? Who what's the voting panel?
Well, I'd love to know who was actually assigned to that game.
Yeah, but who is it? Who is it? Is it journos? Is it ex-NRL?
I think it's ex-NRL players. It's a mixture of referees and ex-NRL players, I believe.
Can you explain to the listeners, Diz, how the Dally M votes work on the day of the game and how many points are allocated to certain players?
It's 6 points, aren't they, up for grabs?
Yeah, 6 points is the maximum. So there's 2 judges, I believe, and there's 4 plus, I need to do maths here. 4 plus 3 is 7, plus 2 plus 2 plus 1. So 12 points, right? So each judge gets 6 points each.
And they can allocate their 6 points to, can they go 6 points one player?
Yeah, 6 points to one player. So they do 3, 2, 1, 2 judges. So if they both judges pick...
So they do it individually, don't they? They can't consult on it.
No. So yeah, that's right. So if they pick the same player who got 3 points, that player can receive a maximum of 6 points.
Okay, so they can't give one player 6 points.
No, because it's only 3, 2.
Or if they both vote them as 3 points.
Yeah, but individually, no, they can only give. They're only doing 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, so they can't go 6 and then no one else gets anything. It has to be 3, 2, 1, right?
3, 2, 1. Okay, there you go.
Dylan Brown got injured at halftime and got 4 points as player of the match?
What was the score at halftime?
Well, that's a good question. He got injured at halftime, but what I'm saying is the player of that match
Half time
played
was 30-10.
at halftime, was it?
It was 30-10 at half time. Yes.
Jeez. And what was the
So
final score?
34-10.
36-16.
Yeah, wow.
So
Okay,
that
so
so that actually makes sense.
yeah, so Dylan Brown got 4 points, right? Played one half of footy, got injured. You'd think you'd give it to someone who played a full game.
Yeah.
Tyson Frizzell got 3 points in that game. Ahead of Bradman Best, ahead of Dominic Young. He played 37 minutes and didn't even run for 100 metres.
How many tackles did he make?
20.
Did a lot of good
He
things.
scored a try,
Did a lot of good
right?
things, Diz.
But that'd
He
be
did.
like Moses Leota playing his typical 37 minutes, scoring a try, and getting the second best player of the match. That would never happen, ever, ever. And then it went to Dominic Young and Hamoli Olakawadu.
So, okay. So let's sum this up. What do you want to see changed, Diz? I'm keen to hear this. What do you want to see changed?
I want to see people who've actually watched the game vote. Like, how do you finish the game and go, oh, Tyson Frizzell was the second best player on the field?
Okay, well, who would you give your votes to then?
Honestly, I would give votes to Kalen Ponga higher than every single one of those players on the field.
So
I think in his 28 minutes, he was more influential than any other player on that field.
So you come from if you get belted, you shouldn't get a vote.
Yeah,
So
and Dylan Brown.
no one from Manly should have got a vote, is what you're saying, should they?
100%, please. If people who watched that game had to pick the six best players on the field, or three each, how do you even consider Hamoli Olakawadu to be in the top three players on the field that day?
Yeah.
How?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, I get it. I think I don't like. I think the system's flawed. I don't like. It's always been like it though. You're a good player in a crap team, you're always going to get votes.
Yeah, but how's this one though? You look at the Dally M chart.
Look at Nico Hines.
Yeah, I said it, but you look at the Dally M chart. Say round 10, right? The first 5 people on that list, you know they're not going to win the Dally M. It's always like a forward or a second rower, and then keep going towards the season. Keep going. Bang! There comes the names. Nathan Cleary. There they start coming. They start coming.
I totally agree with you.
Why are we even showing who's got votes during the season?
Well, it goes behind closed doors at round 12.
Yeah, but that's stupid.
Right? It's done. Yeah.
That's stupid.
Here's one for you, bud. It gets funnier. Here you go, Dale. Roosters versus Penrith. You tell me who got the most votes in that game.
I'll tell you now, if it was a Roosters player,
I can tell you right now that no Roosters players got votes.
Okay, well, I was about to throw the mic and call it a day.
But honestly, who was the best player on the field for Penrith against the Roosters? You're sitting there, you're watching the game. Who's the best player on the field?
Jenkins.
By a country mile. He scored 4 tries.
Jenkins, best player on the field.
He got 3 votes. Nathan Cleary got voted best player in the field. And I'm a massive, obviously, Nathan Cleary fan, right? He was not the best player on the field.
No. This is where it's fun.
He got 5 votes. Jenkins got 3. Tell me who watched that game and thought that Cleary was a better player than Tom Jenkins.
Scoring 4 tries in the NRL is almost impossible. You should have just got it on that alone.
Because the person who wins the Dally M's got to be a pin-up person, someone they can make money off, someone that they can put in there as everyone knows who it is. Example, Nico Hines, right? He's the pin-up boy for the NRL. They can't have, Teague Wilton winning the Dally M. Well, who the fuck is that?
But it's also when the judges are thinking about it, and if they're umming and ahhing, or who am I going to choose out of this and this, they're always going to choose, as you said, either the pin-up guys, the Reece Walshes, the Payne Arses, the Nathan Clearys, the Kalen Pongers. They're always going to choose them.
Exactly the same concept with the fucking penalties and the 6 against. The better teams will always get the rub of the green. I'm telling you now.
Oh, how good is it? How good is it? I'll tell you what's good. I'll tell you what's good. Thursday night footy. Right, let's dive into it. DCE versus Old Club.
You know what though? What did DCE actually do for that club? In the
Well, he
what
won
was
a
it?
premiership
One premiership in what, 12 years?
and over
What did
350
he?
games.
What did he do? He won a premiership. Bang.
No, seriously, he won a premiership, right? He was
Yeah.
the halfback for what? Queensland for how many years?
Oh,
What?
over a decade.
Yeah, exactly.
No, no, he
Like he
wasn't.
played Origin for more than 10 years.
Did he?
Surely.
Jesus.
Do you
Do
know
you,
reckon he did?
No, I just
don't,
don't think.
don't
Yeah,
you think he should have got that team over the line? Maybe another time in the 12 years that he was there.
the
No, I
Manly.
don't,
No,
because they've got 4 players who were on over $1 million a year, taking up the
he
whole
was
salary
taking
cap,
up
and a bunch
33%
of
of their
plebs.
salary cap.
I'm telling you now that, and this is sad to
He
say,
played
but
for 13 years, by the way.
that club has invested so much money into the Trebojevic brothers, right?
And him.
And and now they can't. They've backed themselves into a corner, and you can't get out now.
I agree.
Yeah, totally
Jake,
agree.
Jake Trebojevic, he's cooked, right? Tom Trbojevic, well, has been. He's not going anywhere anytime soon, right?
Riddled
And
by injury, isn't he?
riddled by injury. And the brother, what's his name? I keep forgetting his name. Do you think he was like we've got to get all three brothers, and we'll just get this other guy?
Ben Travojevic.
Yeah, is he even that good?
Oh, I don't mind him, but you're right. Like yeah, that would play into it, wouldn't it? Like, but I think they had a whole heap of sort of faith in that whole Tom Travojevic, and unfortunately, the injuries has just got the better of him. But yeah, no, I'm exactly right. I feel like they've backed themselves into the corner. Their salary cap's an absolute mess, mate. I'm not sure what is going to happen. I really don't know. We're going to have to go the show go on, mate, because Dizz has left the building. The power has somehow gone out in his Playboy mansion. So, so
the show must go on. Diz hasn't fucking paid his electricity bill. I don't know how.
Mate, he's got no fuel. There's no fuel to run. There's no fuel to run his power.
His generator's fucking shit the gear. All right.
Text message came through. Power's gone out. How good.
How good. All right, Dicko. Thursday night. Seagulls, Roosters.
Who are we taking?
Who are we taking?
I'm going to take the Roosters.
Well, that's the obvious choice, isn't it? But it's one of the and I've looked over these week's games, and I can honestly say there's a few there where you can just put the tick next to it and the cross next to it. But this is one of those games you don't know where it's going to end up.
That's right.
In my opinion, yeah.
I think the home ground will keep Manly in the game. The home ground advantage will keep Manly in the game. But I ultimately think the Roosters have probably just got a bit too much class. And at some point, it's going to click.
I looked at the Roosters lineup and I thought, wow, they could put 20, 30 on this Manly side. But I've also said that for the last 3 weeks and haven't come off. So.
And what are we thinking about Friday night? I've got this one's a bit hard to read. Warriors going, I almost think they're probably the best side in the comp. With Penrith, the Tigers a bit decimated, best players injured. And then the battle of here he is, he's back.
Dicko's back. Oh fuck! Jesus Christ! Fuck! You had to make me talk to Dicko for fucking at least 3 minutes.
Oh, how good is it?
Oh,
what happened is you right, mate? You all good?
Nah, I'm all good, boys. Just a couple of technical issues.
Do you run out of diesel?
I had to go call Shane Flanagan again and just ask him what happened on the weekend.
Oh, how good.
Just quickly, we're already up to the Warriors Tigers game, but who are you taking in the Seagulls Roosters, mate?
Oh, look, I'm going with the Roosters. They should win convincingly, but I really hope Cherry Evans gets absolutely booed the shit out of.
Yeah, we've already spoken about that while you're on sabbatical. So now moving on to the next game. Warriors and Tigers Friday night, 6:00.
I'm taking the Wars in this. I reckon convincing win because I just don't, a bit's gone on. Adam Dewey not 100%. Luai out. So I think the Warriors too good. Metcalf's back at 5'8". Tanner Boyd.
Yeah.
Tanner Boyd with Nathan Cleary are probably the two form sevens of the comp so far this season, I reckon.
Do you think they're rushing back Metcalf though?
Yeah, very, very interesting point you make there.
Well, they only came out a week and a half ago, I swear, and said round 6 to 8.
So they don't need to rush him back. That's what I think. I hope, as you
Not
said,
in this game,
they're
anyway.
not. No, and I hope they're not for his sake. I hope he's ready. I'm
Yeah,
sure he will be. But
I was in the same opinion where I wouldn't be rushing him back to this game, but I've got the Warriors 19 plus.
19 plus.
Get amongst it. I agree with you there. Oh, is it? We're going to leave our our podcast multi, or Dicko going to lock that in now? Is this one of your ones, Dicko?
Oh, I've already spoken about that, Trent, while you were on fucking Watch the
Did you actually?
So you might as well just bump you
I
up.
got the Wars 13 plus in this multi of the week.
Multi of the week. Lock that.
Take the Wars head to head and then put them at 13 plus.
Boom. Yep. Lock in the Wars 19 plus as well. They're going to
Battle of Brisbane boys heating up. Bit set.
Yeah.
Both teams
is out, but I'm a little bit worried.
Don't like each other.
This is probably, so I was saying to Dicko Dizz when you fucked off there for a minute, that one of the games, there's a lot of games this week that is, sort of, you can sort of go, yeah, no, that team's going to get the upper hand, but the Sea Eagles and Roosters honestly could go either way, and the Broncos and Dolphins can go either way.
Yeah, agreed.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah. With Payne Haas out, they're nothing.
Oh,
I don't think nothing, but I just think it's a tough game to pick, and as top tipper, obviously, obviously everyone's, well, why wouldn't you jump on board? I'm, 7, 7, and 6. So, yeah,
who are you tipping?
I'm going the Broncos.
Okay.
I think the Dolphins got the rub of the green last week against the Sharks. They weren't that good. Broncos to win for me.
I could honestly see this golden point and looking at it like a 34-34 score.
I am going to lock in the Dolphins. I don't think. Well, I'm hoping, for the sake of my tip, that Broncos don't have to play many games without Haas. Let's see what team they are without Haas, because their back line thrives on the go forward of Payne Haas in at least one, more than likely 2 carries per set, Nelly. I think they'll really struggle.
I am going to just butt in there for a second, because I know for a fact, because I've looked at this, that when presented with the opportunity with Haas being out, Xavier Willison has always played an exceptional game. So we talk about in sport.
But he's a big body.
We talk about in sport opportunity. An injury presents opportunity in this.
Yep.
And Haas isn't going to be there next year, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this presents an opportunity, and I really rate Willison. I've spoken to you about this before, Dizz.
Yeah, I rate Wilson as well.
Yeah, and
my concern is their bench now, really.
Yeah, it's a little light. I must admit, I did look at that before, a little light, but I don't think they're going to lose anything with. I mean, obviously you can't replace Haas, but what I'm saying is that Willison, I think, is going to do a admirable job starting for sure.
Well, if they can both hold their own for 50 plus minutes,
yeah,
the Broncos middles, it'll go a long way to them winning the game. I just don't think they will.
I would have more confidence if Ben Hunt was the starting 7 than Reynolds.
Oh, jeez. Is your name Gordon?
I'm just putting it out there. That's what I think.
Look, he's got a point.
No, I'm not going to argue with that point either.
Anyway,
Broncos fans probably think the same way.
Matchup of the game will be Katoni Staggs v Herbie Farnworth. That'll be a cracker.
Oh, yeah. That will be spicy.
Bulldogs v Knights. Saturday afternoon, 3 p.m, Accor Stadium.
Bulldogs 19 plus.
Which one's Accor? Is that the old Stadium Australia, that one?
Yep.
Okay.
the old Olympic Park.
I got the Bulldogs in a canter.
I've got the Bulldogs, and I want to see the Bulldogs throw some serious points on here. I'm going to go Bulldogs 19 plus.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep. Lock them in for 19 plus. We may as well keep the 19 pluses rolling. Penrith versus the Eels. 19 plus Penrith. Let's go.
no.
I've got
You
I've
think the
got
Eels have a sniff?
The Eels pushed Penrith last year, yeah, late in the season.
Yeah, we're talking about this year.
Yeah, I know. I know we're
They
talking
could
about this
barely
year.
beat the Dragons.
No, but last year, remember they were they were going well at the end of last season. They were what did they win? 10 in a row or something?
That's right. I've played down Penrith so far this year. They're going to smash them.
That's okay. That's fine. You be you. That's okay. You're allowed to
Yep.
be you. I think
I've
they'll
got
win, but I don't think it'll be. I think Parramatta will play. I think Parramatta will play well.
I think Penrith will win. If they don't win 13 plus, they'll win 30 plus. So I've got them in between 13 and 30.
All right, Cowboys versus the Storm. Shall we keep it going?
Oh, God, is there a decent game of footy this weekend or what?
Yeah, you've got the Sharks and Raiders next.
Oh, please.
Hey,
Mate, is the stadium's
it's
falling
back
down?
at
hasn't
GIO.
it?
Hopefully they
Yeah.
fix the window.
Yeah. O'Brien's glass has been there.
Two hopeless teams going head to head.
Are we locking in Storm 19
Oh,
plus?
mate, we're looking in Storm
Yeah,
by.
just
They might get 50.
we don't even need to talk about this game. Lock in the Storm and move on.
Raiders versus the Sharks.
As top tipper, this one as
We need to knock this bloke off his perch at the top there.
mate, I'm going the season. It's happening now. So I've actually got to have a level head, no biased. Because once you're winning and making that cash, you got to stay there. So what's the line, Diz?
Well, it's pretty much even money.
Okay, so 1.5 the line. 1.5 the line. Okay, so the Sharks either come out, make up for last weekend, or the Raiders come out and just. I would not be surprised if the Raiders get over the Sharks late. And in saying that, I'm taking the Raiders.
I like it. Thoughts, Dicko?
So the Raiders. Oh, this is a tough one.
Well, while you're thinking about it, lock in the Raiders.
Lock in the Raiders.
Yeah. Defensively stronger than the Sharks, in my opinion.
Yeah, no. If I'm gonna tip the Sharks to bounce back from the mauling last week. Can't believe I just said that. Anyway.
Geez, it's a great Sunday afternoon, isn't it?
You know, people in the Shire don't like leaving their area, and they've got to go to Canberra on a Sunday afternoon.
Do the Gold Coast, are they not allowed to play on any other day but a Sunday?
I know. It's a joke, isn't it? It's probably at home too. It is too.
That's because no one watches at 6:15 on Sunday.
No one does, except for us.
Oh, I'm watching a bit of Married at First Sight.
Yeah, you would too, wouldn't you?
Okay.
I can't believe. Well, I can sort of, but not really. How are the Titans favourites in this?
I'm tipping the Titans.
You're tipping the Titans.
Tipping the Titans.
You're joking. Have you watched them yet?
Yeah. I'm tipping the Titans at home. They'll win this. They'll win this easy.
Oh, far out.
I'm struggling to. This is another game I'm struggling to get my head around. To be honest.
No, I'll take the Dragons. I'll give them one more chance. If they don't win this game, but they're done. They're done for me. I'm not tipping them for the rest of the year.
The Dragons.
Yeah, if they don't win this game, they're not getting tipped for the rest of the year.
You shouldn't anyway. Flanagan told you not at the start of the season when he said they can't win the comp.
When the line cut out before, I was on the phone to him. I couldn't.
Oh, if I had to pick a team now, boys, I'm taking the Dragons, but I could change before kickoff. But yeah, right now, Dragons.
And so, Dicko, you're going Warriors 13 plus in your.
Yeah, lock in that. Warriors. Take the Warriors head to head and then take them at 13 plus. Easy money.
13 plus, easy. What about you, Dale?
I'm going Penrith to win with Jenkins to score.
All right, and I think I might go safe as well. I'm going to go Storm to win with Warbrick to score.
What odds are we getting there, Diz?
I think we're getting about 550.
550.
550. I'll just quickly.
Lock it in.
520 actually.
520. That's good. Lock it in.
Mate, anyone would be happy with a $5.20 multi.
Oh, mate, we talked about this before. It's like to back a horse at 520. That's big. It's big.
Yeah, it's big. It's big.
I
Just
tell you what,
get
it's
on
big.
our predictions, you'll be right.
100%. I'm feeling good this week, boys. I'm feeling good.
Feeling good.
Diz, I'm feeling some good cash coming your way.
Honestly, I think we might go 8 from 8.
I think we will.
Well, it's not hard with the games. Jesus.
What are you talking about? There's 3 games there. I can't decide who's going to win.
Yeah, but you are very indecisive.
After the third game,
Listen here, Dicko.
the
Listen here,
Dolphins will get up.
Dicko. Listen. You're talking to the top tipper, right? The bloke not only leading the Nostradamus comp, but 4 other comps, and the fourth comp is 10,500 people, right? So look,
I can't believe I'm going to fly down and watch a Sharks game with you after this. Seriously.
you're gonna love it. You're gonna love it.